Welcome, my name is Matt, aka RoadJedi88. We're going into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes events for the Era Challenge, the New Republic pilot, Zeb Orrelios New Republic pilot, Era Challenge. And like we did with R5D4, we have two tiers to work through. And of course, depending on how leveled up you have him, it's going to make an effect as to how far you can go. And if you're like me, not doing the pay-to-play approach, not doing the get scammed to cheat approach, as I like to call it, you're actually trying to play this legitimately, and also trying to make sure food is still going in your family's stomach. Then yeah, you're probably not going to see tier 2. There's a good bet you probably won't. But that's okay. Because we will have an opportunity to continue building on Zeb Orrelios after the era is over. They will allow us that opportunity to build on him afterwards. Meanwhile, new marquee, era level 23 is kind of the first objective that wanted to get him past. I've got mine up to, because I had a couple days where I missed because I was sick. I ended up kind of sick, so I lost a couple days, but I did get him up to level 35. So, assuming I'm able to win this round, I should be able to get, well, let me do a better job on that one. All three of those checked out. That'll be 3 of the 4 checkpoint. Now, I'm not ruling out that seeing tier 2 might not be possible as we go further down the line on working on the era characters as they provide new ones to us before the era is over. We could very well possibly end up seeing tier 2. But it probably won't be, I mean, it obviously wasn't with R5. Don't be surprised if it's not with Zeb. But as we get further down the line, get more characters, and we have the ability to boost him harder and harder each time, with whatever character we are on, hopefully we should be able to be allowed to see a tier 2, probably with a later era character that they open up to us. So, just throwing that out there. I mean, even for those of us that don't do the pay-to-play approach, there still could be that opportunity to get to see a tier 2. It just won't be probably with the first character or 2s that we got started with. But anyways, let's go into this battle and see what we can knock out. I'm not going with Hera because not everyone wants to follow her, apparently. Sucks to be her. Was Zeb even wanting to follow her? Shoot, traitor. What a traitor. Anyways, of course, Zeb's not even wanting to follow Mon Mothma either. What? He might as well just be an independent contractor at this point. Anyways, we're going to go in here and run Zeb on through. I'm also bringing R5 along, because I haven't had an opportunity to boost him up as well. So, let's see what we can do here. Let's see who we can knock out. Well, I took out the squad leader there. And say goodbye to pretty much the rest of the squad there. That was, well, okay, this guy's going to come in stacks. We got 3 more stacks, 2 more stacks, 1 more stack. Dude, you are completely by yourself. I applaud your effort, but bye. That blowtorch is better than Mando's. And that's 150 arrow tokens. We want to see that. And like I said, 3 of 4 of these, of the new marquee era levels. I'd be surprised if I can even boost them all the way up to era level 45 right now. I literally don't see that being possible, but And of course, if any of y'all have been playing a little more consistently than I was this last week, I mean, like I said, I ended up sick. Of course, I mean, there's also work, family life, all that stuff that can get in the way. Who knows? We all each have our own lives, and that definitely needs to come first before the game. But we're going to check out the Coliseum, collect on era token coins there. We're going to take a look to see what is being provided for. Wow, really, Zeb is getting no upgrades. Let's see what we need to level him up. I'm just lacking the that bit right there. So, like, I have the other components. It's the other element that I'm missing. Alright. All in good time. So, I'm going to run in here. Get a little Coliseum out of the way. See what can be done for today. And we have about a week working on the challenges, so, but that was a little better than what we got to experience with R5D4. So whenever they bring in the next character, hopefully we can actually knock out that tier 1 and actually get to be allowed to see tier 2. Blast through. Well, I made it past my last goal line with these guys. Like I would just drop already. Who did that thing? Who does that guy think he was? King Kong? Coming at me like that. Although there was that one episode in the first season of Mandalorian, I felt like Peter Jackson might have dipped into it. What was it, the third episode I'm thinking of? Come on, just a little further. Just a little further. I have had rounds where I actually kind of had to put focus on this middle guy, like first, just because something about him, he's actually kind of almost tougher than the other two. So, if you're really like getting hung up with getting past this point because of this machine in the middle, you might maybe do a reattempt, but start with him first. Because he does come off as being maybe a little bit stronger than the other two. So, just throwing that out there. Kind of an observation I've made. Well, it sucks Zeb didn't get to stick around for that, but made it through that tier. Can I grow him up anymore? No, I cannot. But I can push a little bit further in this next Coliseum tier battle. See if I can't make any dent in this. This time I'm going to try to put a little more little focus on the middle one. Boy, they're just picking on Zeb. Of course, the downfall here, starting with the middle one, those outer two are probably also protecting him at the same time. So maybe knocking out maybe one of the outer two, at least one of them, it might actually give a better leeway of the one in the middle if they are providing protection to him. Because the outer two are actually kind of easy to knock out. It's this middle one though. He deals a lot more damage. He definitely kind of comes off almost like a tank character, just a little bit. There we go. That was not the maneuver I intended to do, but it still worked. Mando wouldn't have followed through anyways. He was locked on those homing birds. I wish he just shot those out immediately, not just waste a turn. I got him down over 50% down. So that's a chunk of this tier now. Just a little more building up to do. If I can get the part provisions I need to make that happen. Yeah, I didn't really see myself finishing off that tier 1 right off the bat. Let me take a look to see if there's any what I got here. Nice. I will definitely dig into one of these. Especially since I'm doing all those mods I'm trying to work on. I got some characters I need to unlock. Plus, I got journey guides I'm trying to push on too. Which it will be another playlist I'll put to, I kind of launched, but I just haven't gotten too deep into it yet. Taking a look to see. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll decide later what I want to spin that on. But, take a look. There's nothing here. And so for now, I mean, we got about another week with this event. Zeb Orrelios, New Republic pilot. If you're able to pull up getting that era of level 45, going the not pay to play approach, best of luck. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull that off before this week is up. So one more week with Zeb Orrelios, and then we should be getting introduced to another character. So definitely kind of knuckle down into this one, see what we can get done. It's kind of the last stretch opportunity to get to really build up Zeb. Probably one reason too why, for my Zeb, why I didn't get him up to 45 when I probably could have, is because I also focus on trying to level up R5 as well. I'm trying to keep them kind of equal with each other if I can, because at some point, if it's anything like the last two eras that we've done, when it comes to the Coliseum battles, they're going to take away those complementary characters they've been providing us. And we're going to be dependent on all the characters they have introduced us to. So you're going to want those characters built up. We're going to want R5 built up. We're going to want Zeb built up. And whoever comes next, we're going to want them kind of equally built up with the other. So that's kind of one reason. I probably did stand a chance of being able to get Zeb higher than 35. But I also know partly what to expect. If they're keeping the eras kind of traditional as the last two I've been through, I know I'm going to need that R5 built up as well. So I didn't want to leave him hanging behind either. But with that said, that is the New Republic era challenge with Zeb Orrelios, New Republic pilot. The event era challenge for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below, and thank you for following. May the 4th be with you.